Hey everyone, it's Ryan for the Hambletonian Society, and we're back with another weekend update on the road to the 2021 Hambletonian, and that road is done. Finito. No more Yellow Brick Road. We're at the Emerald City. We went through the forest. We had the trees, and we had the monkeys, and we had little people, and weird stuff going on the road to the 2021 Hambletonian. We found scarecrows and tin men and cowardly lions, and this reference is way too old. Way too old. That movie's almost 100 years old. Think about that. And I'm talking about Pearly Gates. Anyway, whatever. The road to the 2021 Hambletonian's done. So let's get right into that, and then we'll go into the entries and all that stuff. So last weekend at the Meadowlands, the last prep, the last minute adjustments for any of the horses thinking about possibly entering the Hambletonian. Make your stamp. Make yourself known. Make yourself a contender. Show everyone else that you deserve and belong into the Hambletonian. We had the Tompkin Gears at the Meadowlands. 2 races. First division has 4 Hambletonian entrants. Then we have Venerate on post 7. Ambassador Hanover right next to him, post 6. Locatelli right in the middle of the pack, post 4. And On a Streak, post 1. Venerate, they switched from a closed bridle to an open bridle. We like that Venerate was somewhat on the gate. That's been his weakness. He's going to try to leave here with alongside Ambassador Hanover. We know Ambassador Hanover can leave, so that was not an issue. We know Locatelli can leave. We know that's an issue. On a Streak on the inside, man, the top 4 horses right away. That's what we want to see. Locatelli has a little issue in the first turn there. He's running in. Ambassador Hanover makes the lead pretty easily. Now, I think Locatelli here was trying to gauge whether or not Oka was slowing down the pace. And as soon as he slowed down the pace, Locatelli, Dave Miller tries to move him to the outside. And I think, again, because we know Locatelli is very fast, he gets a little rammy here. He gets a little over anxious. And just as he pulls out, he hits those acceleration bumps and makes a break. So now we're left with Ambassador Hanover on a streak, sitting in the 2-hole where he won the Breeders' Crown. This is his spot. Sitting at 2-hole, following a horse. Venerate, nice and easy. Got away third. 26-4. Locatelli, if you notice, comes right on back. Now, Venerate's put in an uncomfortable position, and that's what I like to see. Venerate, uncomfortable position. Locatelli's going to be 3 wide here. Andy Miller does not want to just sit right here. He's bottled up. We know the horse is a little bit shaky in the turn. Right now, they're hitting the turn. And this is the spot. Venerate always makes a break. He looks a little tentative in the turn there, but Andy does a good job keeping him together. 3/4 of 125 and 3. A very slow middle half. It's a sprint home. We've got Locatelli on the outside. On a Streak goes up the inside. Again, this is how he won the Breeders' Crown. Venerate stalls, and Andy's going to work on him. Venerate does not respond. Locatelli had a tough trip. We're going to give him a pass. On a Streak almost comes up the inside to beat Ambassador Hanover. Ambassador Hanover, such a huge mile. Think of the 2 horses he beat. Venerate looked him in the eye and said, nope, take a seat there, bud. On a Streak came up the inside. The same thing that he did in the Breeders' Crown. That's his move. That's his best move. And Ambassador Hanover turned away everybody. Second division. This division has 3 Hambletonian entrants. You have Really Fast with Dexter Dunn on post 2. Zenith Stride, post 3, Andy McCarthy. And Spy Booth with Jimmy Tactor on post 6. Zenith Stride, last year's Peter Houghton Memorial winner with Andy McCarthy driving. He gets away second, leaves fairly well. Dexter Dunn gets in the 3-hole. Keep an eye on Tactor all the way in the back. Tactor's not really going to be a factor into this race until late. Now, Zenith Dexter is he's the best horse in here by far. He's 1 of 2. He's beaten a lot of really good horses. He makes his way to the front. Nice, slow, easy, methodical. I don't think Dexter is really in a rush here. Really Fast, if you remember, had that qualifier in 151 and a piece with Yannick where they came the last 3 quarters in 122. So I don't think Really Fast is in a position where he needs to prove himself. I think he just needs to do his job, and he'll be right there. Zenith Stride goes off stride at the half for no real reason. They weren't going particularly fast. 27-3, 28 back-to-back quarters. They didn't pick up the speed. They weren't going extremely fast. So Zenith Stride makes a break, makes a miscue. He's going to be a long shot in the Hambletonian Elims. They have a week to figure it out why he made a break. But really fast, just coast along here. A very nice horse. Now, this is where Tactor, if you look in the back with Spy Booth, he gears up. He's all the way on the outside. And for a horse to close like this, it's very impressive. And I would imagine that this is the type of trip that Spy Booth is going to be getting. Hopefully closing at the end. He's picking off horses. Dexter Dunn, really fast. No worries. They did their job. Everything went smooth. A nice prep race. 51-2. That's really fast is right there. Spy Booth closing on the end. So let's get into the Hambletonian Elims. They're going to be races 6 and 10 Saturday night. So the first Elim, post number 1, Quattro de Julio, Zenith Stride, Delayed Hanover, On a Streak, Ambassador Hanover, Son of a Mystery, Dancing in the Dark, and Spy Booth. The two Melander boys ranked number 1 and 2, Son of a Mystery and Dancing in the Dark. They've been super impressive all year. Now, Dancing in the Dark, this is going to be the first time that he's going to face a real group and elite talent of horses. He's facing his stablemate, and he's got the outside. He's got post 7. He's never had to move early or into a tough race. We expect Son of a Mystery to be busting on out of there, and Dancing in the Dark should be able to leave right with him. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to leave around Delayed Hanover and Ambassador Hanover, the Svanstedt team. If you're the Svanstedt stable, do you try to make it tough on Son of a Mystery and Dancing in the Dark by leaving, forcing them wide, forcing them to go to the half very faster than what they would like? That's going to be the job of Tim Tetrick driving Dancing in the Dark and Son of a Mystery driving Brian Sears to gauge the speed early, because Oka Svanstedt and his crew are not going to give up the lead very easily. We know they can leave. We've seen them leave. Quattro de Julio on the rail, that's going to be a tough spot for him. We know he's a little goofy. Lucas has had to steady him a couple of times in the first turn, in the stretch. That's a tough spot on the rail if he's going to be able to make his way to the outside or stay along the rail and just hope that all the other horses get in a speed duel and he could shake free at some point. I don't really expect much out of Zenith Stride. On a Streak, maybe he's another horse. He can leave. So you're going to have 3 horses on the inside of Son of a Mystery and Dancing in the Dark who can all leave. On a Streak, the only real way that he is good and his best spot is sitting in the 2-hole. So look for On a Streak he's sandwiched in between Ambassador Hanover and Delayed Hanover, the Svanstedt crew. Those 3 are going to be leaving. And Spy Booth is probably going to be looking to pick up the pieces. We saw how well he was in the Tompkin Gears. He's going to look for the speed duel. If there was a race where there was going to be a speed duel, 5 horses looking for the lead, 5 horses looking for position, Spy Booth, this is the perfect opportunity for him to make the Elim and even do better. I could see Spy Booth at the end, if Spy Booth is 3rd and one of the Svanstedt boys is out and one of the Melander boys is out, it would not surprise me because of a speed duel. So that first Elim, what a way to kick it off. That's going to be some fireworks. Elim number 2, race 10, deeper into the night. So we've got Locatelli, Rattle My Cage, Johan Palima, In Range, Really Fast, Venerate, Captain Corey, and Take All Comers. Locatelli, the rail, just like Quattro de Julio, it's probably not the spot they want to be in. They want to be in the middle of the pack. They don't want to have to get bunched up and go around horses and get boxed in. Although Locatelli does have serious gate speed, so he may just bust out of there and not let anybody go. I could absolutely see Locatelli going down the road as far and as fast as they can, not let anybody in his way, because that's really the only time when he has issues is he gets a little grabby and gets a little excited. Rattle My Cage, he's a horse that's probably 2 starts behind where he needs to be. Dancing in the Dark I compare those two. Rattle My Cage could be there, but I expect him to be getting better over the next couple of months. So he's going to need a trip. He's going to need something to fold out in front of him. Johan Palima, whatever you throw at him, the horse is going to be good. If Locatelli is a little grabby behind the gate, I could see Johan Palima scooting out of there, no problem, getting around Locatelli, sitting a 2-hole, getting away third, pulling first over, whatever position, as long as Yannick takes the race and whatever's going around him, Johan Palima, he can do whatever. He's proven it all different ways. He's 2 fingers to drive. Johan Palima's making his way to the final. In range, he's probably another horse that's got to be forwardly placed. He's going to be leaving out of there. Don't look for him to be closing too sharply. That's why he's going to have to be forwardly placed. But he's going to be there. He's not going to really give up. He's not going away. Really fast. He's another horse we've seen has the speed. He can leave a little bit. We expect him to be forwardly placed as well. Venerate, I don't know. I know that's really good analysis, but we just don't know. He didn't make a break last start, but he was super slow and was out-trotted in the last quarter of a mile. But this is the perfect spot for him. Right on the outside, he's going to get away, probably 6th, and I don't know if I don't think post matters with this horse. He's won from the outside. So maybe Andy and Julie are just looking to make the final, build upon last week, make sure the horse doesn't make a break. Because if he draws post 10 in the final, he's still a threat. So if he finishes 5th and stays trotting and maybe has a little bit of kick at the end, Venerate could be a horse that wins a Hambletonian. Captain Corey, post 7. Captain Corey he's a one-trick pony, and that trick is really good. That is leave, and whoever is first up has to get in his face early and make that horse work. He just got beat in 50 and a piece to Son of a Mystery. So Captain Corey's trick is beat me. Take All Comers. David Miller chose Take All Comers over the one Locatelli. That says something. That says that Locatelli is probably better, but a little safer. But Take All Comers is a little safer. Take All Comers had a very good performance in the Stanley Dancer. Just he got DQ'd because of an issue in the 2-hole with Yannick. Take All Comers is another horse that probably 2 options. Either leave super hard and force everybody else to get around you and you maybe sit a 2-hole, or play the spy booth angle where there's going to be so many levers inside of you that you hope that they get into a speed duel and you can pick up the pieces. And maybe follow Venerate. Venerate might be the horse to follow. If he's a little weak in the last turn, you might be able to pick him off and keep him out of the final. So let's recap my 2 winners. Son of a Mystery, he's going to have no issues. We know what he can do. We know he's going to leave. He's going to be on his game. And Johan Palima, no matter how the race goes, we know he can do whatever he needs to do. Those are my 2 elim winners. We'll be back with 2 special episodes next week. We've got 2 special guests, so you don't have to hear me rambling on and talking to myself like I've been doing.